Spokane is trying to get a handle on COVID-19 as the county's infection rate sits at peak levels.
The virus has now killed 199 people in Spokane, and this week another person in their 30s has died. And that's the third person under 50 to die from COVID-19 in the county. So Maher, tell us what's driving the surge.
It's people's behaviors. With the county at peak levels of infection, I asked Dr. Bob Lutz if more restrictions would help control this. He does not think locking down more would help because the majority of people are masking up and distancing in public, just not in private. Those gatherings in people's homes are causing issues, and you can see that right here. 527 new cases just in the last 5 days.
How do you talk about resilience? How do you get people to be resilient in the face of a crisis?
Spokane's top health officer is running out of ideas. Dr. Bob Lutz isn't sure how to get across to people in the county as COVID-19 infections just keep surging.
People's behaviors are what's driving this pandemic and keeping us at this sort of plateaued area.
Cases are popping up all over. Long-term care facilities, retail stores, workplaces, schools, you name it. But that doesn't mean the virus is spreading in those places.
Oftentimes it's not being transmitted in those sectors. Rather, it's what's happening outside of the business environment that's being brought in.
Many also believe the rising cases represent more testing. That's not the case. The criteria for testing has been mostly the same in Spokane since March, testing those who are sick or exposed. But the county's rate of positive tests is more than double what it was early on. In fact, 5,500 people were tested in the county last week, and about 10% of them tested positive. Now, the majority of counties in Washington are under 4%. Hospitalizations are rising slightly here as well, with 58 people being treated for the virus right now. 16 of them are in the ICU. Now, hospitals in Spokane are managing just fine, but staffing is a concern with flu cases likely coming soon.
Another important piece of data, Spokane's R number is getting higher, now at 1.12. According to the Department of Health, that means each person with COVID-19 is infecting a bit more than one person on average.